Okay, I'm gonna try to play humans today. I've been playing the computer a lot in my last 3 videos, and I just played a few games with some humans. And there's something about playing a human that's just as confused as you are. The computer's good for when if you can't find a partner, if we're lucky. So you can go to versus instead of CPU match, which is the computer. We do public match, or you do custom match and then create it as public. So I do random, white or black. I wouldn't recommend a clock with humans because otherwise they could just walk away from their computer and you're just waiting. I prefer long because the game's complex and I play regular chess and at first I didn't know what this L meant. You get 40 minutes plus 8L, and I was like, "What is L?" And it's it's a lag of 8 seconds, but you get it per timeline. So every time you get a new timeline, this number doubles. So it's 8 seconds per timeline. So if you got 3 timelines and your opponent has 3 timelines, this 8 becomes a 24-second delay. So you get more. So that's nice. The more timelines there are, the more time they give you, at least in your before you start using your permanent time. For recording purposes, I'm gonna attempt a medium. I'm kind of getting the hang of the game. I'm gonna do some medium games, and so this case will be 5 seconds added per, and I'll do standard. And hopefully someone bites. It's a little, it's almost 1 in the morning on a Saturday night, but I've been getting some. Yep, there we go. 20 minutes plus 5. Let's get this started. Okay, seeing some different openings. I'm nervous. I mean, this is the Danish opening or something, or center pawn opening. I can't remember in real chess. I'm just nervous about the queen coming out this early, because once it checks me, it might be checking me in a timeline. I'm gonna experiment anyway. I'm gonna submit it. So if we look at history, so it's only been 2 moves. If he takes, he didn't take. Okay, he didn't take with queen because I guess I would harass queen with knight to F3, C3. But I was afraid of queen checking the king and then it being checking the pass as well. But if it checks it right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 1. We don't have the key yet. We have 1, 2, 3. Weren't that? Oh no, but my knight's there to take it. So I was wondering if it'd be cool if I could do arrows. Oh yeah, I gotta remember that this is a 20-minute game, so don't talk too much. Okay. Just getting pieces out for now. I want to castle early. That's my general strategy. I just don't want any nasty checks by the queen. Even a check from a queen over here with 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 moves back. It's a check in the past. History view. You can't go there yet because you have the pawns in the way. But you just gotta be careful. That's why I want to castle ASAP, like now. Most of my games against humans will play 10 or 15 moves of regular chess, although it's not completely regular because you have to consider the pat. Motherfucker. How the hell is that? What? Oh, that is bullshit. Okay. Damn. The bishop. Moving that pawn out of the way takes all the way to my king the past. That was a short game. Oh, it's just... I did not see that coming. When the pawn was there before, I guess it blocked. I wish I could pick any board, click on it, and so I could see the arrows of... It's just so hard to conceptualize. I was doing well. I can't believe I lost so early. Just to review. Just real quick, we'll play again. That was short. When the pawn moved out of the way, it decreed the path. Look at this bishop. It's going all the way to down. It's basically going in a downward motion to a pass king, not my castle king. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 where the king was, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and attacking the original king. Okay, pushing the pawn had nothing to do with clearing a path for the bishop. It just created the extra plane so the diagonal would finally attack the king. Little by little, I'm getting the hang of this. Alright, finished that game. That was bullshit. Standard, medium, you play random. That's what I want, yeah. I want standard. So, hopefully we'll get someone else that bites. And I just gotta be... Ugh. I castle my king. So, the lesson learned. Castle my king. The more times you lose in just... The more times you lose in just a few moves, the more you kind of look out for these quick losses and I guess prevent them in the future. They're hard to conceptualize, so you just kind of have to get checkmated a lot. So, I hope to get someone else that bites. I've been doing the longer 40 minutes, but yeah, I got like 4 or 5 games, and I won most of them. There was here we go. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's get the first move for free to prove that both players are at the board. Okay. So you gotta watch out for open lines. Bishops and queens. Bishops and queens. Rooks, technically, rooks just have more... honestly, bishops are more important than rooks in this game. Because rooks have more limited function. They can only, for example, click on my rook. Can't go anywhere, but it can only go on the one dimension or straight back. A rook will always be on the same square, while bishops have unique ways of traveling diagonally. So just don't open up anything to your king. I keep wanting to play like normal chess openings, but if it exposes the king, even the king in the past, it's just too dangerous. Like you saw that last game, I castled as soon as possible, but because there was a e-pawn open, that bishop diagonally captured me in the past. Didn't even see it coming. Okay. I just don't know if there's any kind of trickery going on here. So I know where the king is in the pawn. Most of the time I'm not paying attention to past boards, but you gotta understand that like certain pieces, especially the king, don't move until you castle. The king hasn't moved yet. So if I could, like bishop here in a real game, bishop here attacks the queen. I'm gonna do it. Now that this bishop is here, the idea is that it's still hard to conceptualize, but I'm still thinking about how that bishop killed me. The path was open, but it has to be open in a 3-dimensional diagonal. So, this queen is not in a good spot. I've basically been adopting a strategy of not traveling back in time unless I need to. Let my opponent go back in time first. Usually going back in time, if I'm kicking ass on the main board, I don't feel the need to go back in time. This is annoying. I should have pushed the pawn first before putting that bishop out. I don't care. Well, knights and bishops. Knights are easier to move around because they're short range, and you only have to deal with a few dimensions. But I don't want to move the bishop again, so I'm just gonna castle. If he takes, I'll take with queen. But I mean, I want to travel in time more, and more timelines that are created, the more chaotic it gets, and in a way, it's fun. I just don't want to go back in time. The goal is to win the game. I don't want to go back in time just because it's fun. I want it to have a purpose. Okay. See, now I can, well, no. I thought I was going to take the bishop. I could retreat, or if I could just send it back in time, actually. That's one reason to, it's more active than passive. Retreating is passive, so sometimes I prefer to send a piece back. Oh, look at that. So if I click on this bishop, I can kill the queen back in time and create a new timeline. It's only one move behind. All the way back. That bishop has free range all the way to the beginning. It's rare to be able to go that far back. Usually there's a piece blocking. I'm going to do it. Retreating's passive. I'd rather just kill the queen and create an alternate timeline. It's only a move behind. And then he has to deal with the timeline. He has to deal with the timeline that doesn't have a queen on it now. Oh, I gotta submit. Okay. And now that we have two timelines, look at our delay. Our delay is 10 seconds now instead of 5 seconds. I think when if he creates one, for every timeline that exists, we get 5 extra seconds on this medium time. Okay, so he took the piece. What the hell? Oh, because I went back in time and then he killed it, but he doesn't have a queen anymore. So it's my move on one board. Parallel views now. See where it can go. Oh, dude. Just kill his queen again. My bishop's just totally like... Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm totally doing it. Take this. Gonna take this queen. Wait, what? Oh, is this the... Oh, that's an alternate... That'll be an alternate timeline. This bishop could take that queen. Create a third timeline. Although I kind of like it. I like the idea of killing queens. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Ooh wee! Look at this. Oh, it's my turn on this one now. So he's got a queen, and so we got two timelines where he doesn't have a queen, and one timeline where he does. I don't mind trading it off either. I'm gonna push pawn. Oh, I can submit because it's his. Oh, it's his move. I keep confusing myself. I just need to submit. It's his move on 3 boards now. Although this is an inactive timeline because I've created 2 and he's created 0. I'm only allowed to have one more than he. You're only allowed to have one more timeline than your opponent does. Once you create a second timeline more than your opponent has, then it's inactive, and that's why I have a white arrow. Purple means it's active and good to go. As soon as he goes back in time, it'll create this will turn active or activate. So I'm finally confusing him a little. Hopefully confusing him a little bit. Parallel views. So this one was, yeah, what? 1 move, 2 moves, 3, 4, 5, 6. On move 7, I went back 1 move, and then I did it again. So I wonder if he'll ever go back in time, because then you'll have to deal with this one. If he never goes back in time, then I guess this will never happen. And I don't think I'm allowed to go back in time again. All right, took the bishop. Oh. Nope. Wait, it's still inactive though. Can I move on? I'm gonna look. I'm a little confused about. I thought inactive. So you can move on inactive timelines. Maybe inactivity means it doesn't affect the present bar. I'm actually not 100% certain on that rule. I thought I understood active and inactive. But okay, kill on this one. I wanna let's see what I got. Parallel view. Just gonna retreat. I'm gonna go ahead and eat here. He doesn't have a queen in these two. I guess I don't have to move on this one if it's inactive. I'm really not certain, actually. I'm gonna castle. I can move here if I want, right? Let's do it. I still know the inactive is on the present bar, but I think the present bar ignores inactive timelines. I thought I understood the inactivity bar. The bar what if it's inactive? Oh, I didn't realize. I think I said in my very first video. I wish they were counting the moves. If you look in the background, T7, T8, T9, 2 boards per move. So it is counting the turns, and then it tells you how many extra timelines, +2, +3, L for each line, timeline. Move 9, +2 on the timeline for me. You'll have the negative. He just moved on inactive timeline. What does inactive mean then? Or you know what? Will it even let me go back in time again? Or will it just be another inactive timeline? But we're playing on an inactive timeline, so it seems pretty active to me. So, what does it mean? I thought I understood what it meant. I know if it's like in the past. I think if this inactivity bar, if this timeline were in the past, if you go back in time, the present bar shifts back, but I think it will ignore inactive timelines. It won't shift back for those. That's my understanding, but I am not sure. Well, I kind of want to trade the queens off in this one. And then he'll just be queenless for a while. Am I allowed to travel back in time and create another one? I guess so. Now that it's getting a little more complicated and I'm talking to explain things, I kind of wish I had the longer 40 minutes instead of 20 minutes, but in this one, I'm just going to take, and this one, do it again. Oh, it's hard to, as you do it, and then I want to trade queens on this timeline, so I'm going to do this. Give it the option. He sent a knight to... Oh, what the hell? I notice I focus more when I'm not talking or when I wasn't recording, but why? Queen takes. Oh, a little bugger. He planned that shit out. He moved the knight into one. Look at this. That queen's like, why can't I take that queen? It's defended. If I take... Wait. Not what I thought then. Okay. Still a little confused. I thought it was checkmate, like the knight came here to defend the queen through the parallel universe. I thought, because it makes sense. The knight's here, down 2 and over 1. So it looks like a checkmate here. If I take, it seems to allow me to take it. But then I'm in check here. No matter what I... Oh, because no matter what I do, I'll be in check by the knight. Oh, and that's how... Okay, okay. Because... Yeah, temporarily... It's like... when I said, oh, I can't take because the knight will take. But it's 2 different moves on a time plane. It's confusing, but... Taking this, it basically says... This is legal at first. But technically... That's not legal. Or... I can take it, but then there's nothing I can do because I've been checked by the knight. Yeah, because no matter what I do, yeah, that's why I couldn't take the queen in the first place. That was I'm gonna give give him some props for this win. Because he looks like he planned that he might have better spatial grasping than I do. Because where was that queen before? He moved... Oh, gosh. Because it involved 3 boards. He moved this knight across the board. And then set the checkmate up. Man, okay. That was good. That was good. Let's do one more for this video. And hopefully I'll get a win. Jeez. That first one was too short, though. Standard, medium, random. So those 3 in a row is just not my night. That's why you get to see the board, I guess. Your opponent gets to see the board too, but even if you... they see what you're thinking about doing, which I don't mind, because it kind of... Just like in regular chess, you should play in your head, but it allows you to... Just like in regular chess, when people move a chess piece and they don't take their hand off it, that's essentially what it is when you see your opponent's boards appear and then disappear. They just haven't taken their hand off the piece yet, or the board yet, because every move is a board instead of a piece. And so you kind of see what they're thinking. But honestly, it helps you visualize too. You make a move and then you look around and see if you can... That's what I should have done. When I sent those last 3 before my checkmate, I kind of just sent them without really thinking about what he could do next. So that's going to take some time to... Gotta get used to that. And that's why I prefer 40 minutes. You know what? I'm not getting a bite here, but I prefer one 40-minute game. No. If someone will bite. Standard, random, 40 minutes. It gives me more time to explain things and think about my moves. Like, although he teleported a knight to set up for a checkmate. It's like basketball, like an alley-oop or something. Oh, that's just... I'm actually really impressed by that last checkmate. I wonder how long you have to play this game. I mean, this is my first week, essentially. Or how long you have to play this game before you really get a hang of the dimensions. So I feel like I'm starting to, but... And nobody's biting. Oh, here we go. All right, let's take this seriously. This is the 4. I got plenty of time to explain stuff with 40 minutes on the clock, all right? Get the first move free. In this longer clock version, you get 8 seconds per. He's getting it. Okay, I definitely don't want this to end early. So this is where I gotta be careful because the queen's here, and look at this. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4x4 cube. And look, 1, 2. Like, I don't want him to have this opportunity. If I push this pawn here, I'm gonna. Oh no, 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 no! That he takes the queen check and wins the rook in the corner, and that's just regular chess. Just harass the knight, right? If I harass the knight, no, harass the queen. That pawn's under attack. If I go here, and then don't submit because I don't want to checkmate. This becomes his board, like whiteboard, blackboard. This is his whiteboard. Then he has 1, 2, 3, 4x4, 1, 2. He doesn't have the checkmate yet. I don't like the queen being in there. I don't like the queen being around my area at all. He's going for an early checkmate, I believe. Should I just bring my queen out? Two can play that game. I gotta stop thinking about regular chess because the rules do not apply. Somewhat. Queen here. If I do what I wanted to do. He makes one more move. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Not quite mate yet. I'm safe for now. Yeah. Okay. But now we have to. Now, this is where if I'm not careful. If I'm not careful, for example, I want to harass the knight now that the pawn's protected, but then that becomes, this is his whiteboard. There's a 4x4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's attacked my king in the past. So is there oh no, but even if he's attacking my king in the past, I am threatening the queen. I can kill. The only way to stop a check in the pass is to kill the piece, and I am directly attacking the piece. So this should stop the mate. Okay. He's sacking a queen early on. I have no choice but to take. And then the knight's gonna come and check. Oh my god. And this is check. This guy, I think that. This guy's aggressive, no doubt. Look. Okay. Now that we have an extra timeline, the 8-second delay is now a 16-second delay. Because it gives you 8 seconds per board. And I'm in check because of this. Because my king is here, it's down to, because this board doesn't count. Yeah, yeah, down to and over 1. Well, if I do nothing, if I do nothing, I move, and then the knight's attacking this king. Oh, look what he did. By teleporting in, this guy knows what he's doing, and it's anonymous. I don't know if I'm playing the same guys before, but if this is the case, where no matter what I do, I'm in check. He sacked a queen to expose, then go back and add the. This guy knows what he's doing. I think I have to go further in the past now. I'm in check, and nothing I can do. Anything I move, and that lines up. The only way to stop this, because I'm essentially blocked on this board, I have to go further back in time. It moves the timeline. This is early. This is interesting. So, what to do? What to send back? Take a look at what I can. I want to eat that queen though. Can't even eat the queen because yeah, nothing I can do on this board will stop that. So I have to go back in time. Delay the inevitable, Morty. Knights can't. This is not that many moves though. He's essentially aligned to checkmate. Can I get a bishop to go? Looks like I'm about to send a. Can my queen go anywhere? You can only go back in time one move. Knights can go back further. I'm gonna do it. No, I don't like it because if I send the knight, dang, I won like a three games in a row before I started recording. It's embarrassing. Just go back two moves in time. Give me some time to figure this out. Let's do it. Because this check. Wait a minute. Undo move. Oh crap! Sending it back in time still. There's nothing I can do. Is there, or is there? Well, it doesn't say checkmate. Setting a piece back in time. I thought it does shift the bar back, but it does shoot. It still makes a move on this board. Okay, so I can't make a move on. Oh, that's how it works. I can't make a move on this board because it makes a new board. I have to go back in time on this board. Jeez. And delay the inevitable. He doesn't have a queen on this board anymore. Can I send my queen somewhere cool? Oh, almost can kill the queen. I've used up some time, but that's pissing me off. Go back to the beginning. Not the beginning, but as far back as the queen can go. See, it's the edge of the board. It's going in diagonally until it hits the edge of the board through time. It takes. I'm learning a lot about this actually. It's the beginning of the board. I could. That's crazy. I'm gonna do it. Queen. Boom. That sends the present bar all the way back. Boom. And now I don't have to worry about this crap for 2 or 3 moves. And extra timeline, extra. I'm still worried. How am I gonna stop the checkmate? Especially if he's gonna create some new ones. Or what can I do? I have to get something to kill this piece. But now this is only 3 dimensions. Yeah, I get this once I get one more move in, it'll be diagonally lined up. And can I get something to kill it? Like a bishop? Maybe. Just gonna. He knows what he's doing. If I go here, let's just do it. He's what? He sacks it. He sacks it. The queen for a knight. I think he doesn't care. He's just trying to get this timeline back to the place where he checkmated me already. He got me from the get-go. Am I in check? You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting my ass kicked today. Helpful. So he hasn't done this board yet, but deselect. Wait. Undo move. But, well, okay. Anything I do creates the queen, for example. Now the queen's lined up. How? Because it'll create, yeah, it creates this new board. I actually don't get, I almost don't get it. History view. No. I mean, queen, I can take, I have to kill the queen, obviously. Like, kill the queen or whatever. But, why? I want to understand why. For example, that. Move. He started attacking me early on, so I'm just wasting my time, my clock. It doesn't matter. He's basically won the game already. I'm just conceptualizing at this point. How does it? It goes to that board. Oh, you have to ignore the other board. I have to ignore my board. Ugh. Yeah, that board doesn't exist. That was confusing. Sometimes I forget to ignore the other boards. So this board is diagonal to that board, and it checks. So the queen has to be killed. So, screw it. That's just going to get me to the other. I'm going to be checkmated soon. Okay, bishop out. Can I see back to this board again where I had the problems? But now I have 3 dimensions. So, can I kill the knight? Because anywhere I moved here, remember, it creates the knight check. So, and this guy hasn't lost a single second on his clock. He's been aggressive, and he hasn't used any of his original time. But I want to kill. Oh, I was hoping this bishop 1, 2, 3, but only 2. Parallel view. The bishop's off by just 1. Yeah, I can't go. The bishop can go kill the queen. I wanted to kill the knight. Find something to kill the knight with. But I only have 2 boards I can work on. This guy's an asshole. Where can the queen go? I gotta kill that knight. Oh, I can go everywhere and it doesn't kill the knight. Go back in time and have 3 queens on a board. Or I'm not allowed to. If I do it, it's an inactive timeline. And if it's inactive, excuse me, I think the present bar will not move back. And then basically I just have to undo the move because nothing I can do to get out of this check, I think. So, Although this isn't creating a new timeline, that's just jumping. That's just jumping, and they both move forward. Can I do that? If I take the queen, does that work? I'm still in check on this one though. Yeah, it's getting really confusing now. When I play a game, there's only 2 or 3 or 4 timelines. I was able to. Well, it depends. If I was, when you're the attacker, I guess you're in control. I can't take that knight. None of this is developed. And it's not my move on that board. Do I just have to go back in time again? Kill this queen, have 3 queens? It's going to be inactive. It won't change the present. Wait, it's active. Oh, come on. Oh, because he did it once. I'm allowed to have it again. It just delays it by 1 move. Once it gets here, it's going to be checkmate. Yep, I knew it. So essentially, he went back in time and got that knight set up. I gotta start thinking more spatially. Oh, this is just bullshit. I think they're good lessons though, so I'm gonna post this video anyway. But once he did this, and I got stuck on... Yeah, once you get stuck on the main timeline, going back in time, you can only go back in time a few moves. Just now this is the only board I can play on. I mean, I can... Because yeah, I'm not allowed to go back in time anymore. Or am I? What happens when I go back in time again? Creates another. This one's inactive, so it doesn't go back or whatever. I'm not sure. Yeah. But in the end, me going back in time just kind of delayed the game. I knew I was screwed. Oh man. All right, one more. I'm getting pissed. What that same guy's gonna play me? Who knows? But he was. I lost last 2 games. I lost. The guy was aggressive. I didn't. It's just so hard to conceive. Like mentally setting yourself up like 2 pieces from 2 dimensions that'll protect each other. If no one bites in a minute or 2, I'll just go ahead and turn off the video. But oh, so painful. I wish I had recorded the wins. And maybe I won because I wasn't recording. More focused, but honestly, the opponents on this video tonight were a lot more aggressive. They probably learned some tricks for some early attacks. Okay, let's make it a shorter game. So, cancel. Medium. I wonder... Yeah, I think playing the computer does more random moves, even on aggressive. I mean, it depends on the human. A few of the games I won earlier tonight, I was just kind of kicking ass in regular chess, and so I didn't even go back in time. And one of them was kind of basic. He went back in time once, and he was just lost on both timelines. So, all right, I think I'll go ahead and call it a night here. But yeah, hopefully, I'm gonna watch this video again and see if I can kind of realize my mistakes. Might be easier when I'm not playing. Go back and watch. Hindsight's 2020, right? All right.